everybody, and for this video you guys are gonna be watching my best game in Destiny so far by far. It is a 52 kill game with over a 10,000 score. I can't remember exactly what my score was, but I know that it was over 10,000. And the most ridiculous thing about this gameplay is that we actually end up losing. Yeah, we end up losing. I don't even know what to say. If someone on my team, all I needed is one person on my team to not be blind and stupid, and we would have won. But you know, I'm not gonna concentrate on that. 52 kills in a game with a 10,000 score. I was happy. I didn't really care that we lost whatsoever. And all of this was made possible by a certain someone beating my high score and beating my high kills and forcing me, because I have to be better than them, forcing me to beat their kills and their score. So while you're watching this gameplay in the background, I'm going to be giving you guys just some general tips for Destiny. I thought that it was a good video to do it on, and I noticed that there's a lot of things that people aren't really aware of when it comes to radar, when it comes to crouching, when it comes to melee, and all of that stuff. So I'm going to give you guys as many tips as I possibly can to make you all better Destiny players, or just, should I say, more informed Destiny players. And the gameplay is pretty much in its entirety. I edited out just like really boring bits and stuff that you won't really mind missing. So for the most part, you're gonna be watching it from start to finish because it's my best game. I have to show you from start to finish. So kicking off our tips for Destiny, I'm gonna start by talking about weapon choice. So we're gonna start by talking about the moon, the map that everyone loves and is obviously a fan favorite. I would personally say that you should go with either an auto rifle and a sniper, or you should go with a scout rifle and a shotgun. And the reason that I say that is because if you're going with an auto rifle, the auto rifle is good at every distance, but obviously it's not super accurate at a long range, and it's not very accurate when it comes to taking people out of the vehicles. So if you are running around with an auto rifle, you want to be able to take people out of the vehicles, because if someone's running around, or should I say driving around, made the mistake again, if someone's driving around in a big interceptor, they will easily put up 3,000 score for their team. You need to get them out of the interceptor as soon as you possibly can. And with a sniper rifle, it's just much easier to get a headshot, get them out of the vehicle, and you can go about your business. So if you are using an auto rifle, equip a sniper. Or if you're using a scout rifle, the scout rifle is perfectly capable of taking out people in vehicles. So then I would say go ahead and use a shotgun, because you want to have an advantage at long range and also at short range. So using those setups allows you to have an advantage in both situations, regardless of whether you're using an auto rifle or a scout rifle. Now for all other maps, I would say that you want to go with auto rifle or a scout rifle depending on your preference, and go with a shotgun. Yes, you can snipe on every map. Yes, it's fun to snipe on every map, but in my opinion, especially for Control, which is obviously the only game type that we've actually played so far, for Control, shotguns just reign victorious in my opinion. You want to hold down the control points as much as you possibly can, because not only does it help your team win, but you rack up a crap ton of points when you kill people on or near control points. And with a shotgun, it allows you to take out multiple people trying to take control points from you with ease. It's one shot and a melee hit and they're dead. So I would personally say that you should use a shotgun. I don't think you should use pulse rifles ever, because they kind of suck. There are a few in the game that are super rare that don't have as much recoil, and they are a lot better. But in general, pulse rifles have a lot of recoil. They're not as good at close range engagements as an auto rifle or a shotgun, and they're not as good at long range as a scout rifle. So I don't really see why you'd want to use a pulse rifle. Hand cannons are for people who want to make YouTube videos of getting a high kill count with a troll ass weapon. That's the only reason you would use a hand cannon, because you're like, oh hey guys, I put up 35 kills with a hand cannon. I pooped on all of you with a hand cannon. That's the only reason that you would use it. It's one of the troll weapons. In my opinion, maybe there's a super awesome hand cannon out there that just wrecks everything, but so far, it just seems like a pretty troll weapon. Fusion rifles can be really good if you're very good at using them, but I would not recommend using them if you're struggling to get good at the game. If you're just starting out in Destiny, you're trying to get good, you're trying to improve as a player, you want to go with an auto rifle or a scout rifle, you want to go with a sniper or a shotgun, but I would highly recommend that you use a shotgun more than anything when it comes to your secondary weapon. So now that we've covered weapon choice, I want to just jump into some random tips that I picked up from playing just entirely too much Destiny. I played too much. So there's some things that I've noticed that a lot of people don't seem to know. And why would you? How could you? Because the game doesn't actually tell you these things. They're just things that you pick up through playing or that other people tell you. So the first thing is crouching. Now this is the main thing that people don't seem to understand about Destiny. So I'm going to drop the knowledge and be the Destiny girl for you guys. What crouching actually does is it makes you not appear permanently on the radar. So it doesn't take you off the radar completely, but instead of having you be like a bright red dot on the radar permanently, it makes you flash on the radar. You like pulsate on the radar. So if someone just glances up at their map and they don't see anything, they could just run at you and think that it's clear when it actually wasn't, because when they looked at their map, there was nothing there because you were crouching. So I crouch all the time. You will see in the video, I slide and I crouch because I don't want people to know that I'm hunting them. When I'm crouching, I'm on the hunt. So as soon as I see another red blip on the radar, I start crouching because it really throws you off. I've played against good players that really understand the whole crouching mechanic, and it makes it much harder to pinpoint exactly where they are. So make sure you're crouching when you're hunting people. I'm gonna regret telling you guys this because it's gonna suck when I come into contact with you, but crouching is something that everyone needs to get used to doing. Crouching and sliding when you're hunting enemy players. The next little random tip is also to do with the radar and how exactly to pinpoint where somebody is, because I'm sure you guys have been in situations when playing the beta that someone is red on your map. They're right there, they're right around you, but you can't see them. Now the way that the radar works is that it gets a brighter red, it becomes a brighter red the closer they are to you. So if you're standing on the same level as someone, it will be the brightest red that you can see. If someone is in the same area as you, but they're above you or they're below you, it'll still be red, but it will be a lot dimmer than when they're on the same level. So the best thing that you can do is to jump up or drop down a level and see if it goes to that bright red. And if it does go to the bright red, then you know that you're on the same level as them and you can go and hunt them and find exactly where they are. The next thing that I want to talk about is how to properly use your super. I see so many people waste it on a 1v1 when they really don't need to use their super, and it's not something that you have all the time, so you don't want to waste it. How I tend to use mine is usually I will run to a capture point that the enemy is capturing, or that I know there's gonna be at least 2 people there. You want 2, 3, 4 people there when you use your super. So that's the only time that I will use it, or if I'm in a super sticky situation and I have to use it in order to not die. But you want to save it for when you're heading to a control point that the enemy is trying to capture, because you want to get more kills, and if you get a lot of kills, you create more orbs for your teammates to pick up, and they can get their super faster, which makes everyone happy because it makes the game easier to win. So do not waste your super on just one person. Try at all times to kill at least 2 or 3 people with your super. The next thing that I want to talk about is heavy ammo. It is so important to control the heavy ammo. What you want to do is learn exactly where heavy ammo spawns on the map. It always spawns in the exact same 2 places. So learn where those spawns are, and when you hear the announcer say heavy ammo inbound, head to that spot and be ready to pick it up as soon as you can, because it is a huge advantage. And my final tip is a really simple one. Always aim for the head. Headshots are incredibly important in any FPS game, but they are super ridiculously over the top important in Destiny. If you always get headshots, you will win every single gunfight. It's really, really, really important in Destiny to aim for the head. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this gameplay and can take something from the tips that I've given you guys. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a thumbs up for my best game so far. I'm gonna try and get the #1 spot. I'm coming for the #1 spot. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will speak to you guys later. Bye.